Welcome to Moonstone Update. I'm Mark BECHARD, the Managing Editor of Moonstone Publications. Here's a look at some of the stories we've covered over the past week. It's virtually certain that vaccinations will become mandatory at workplaces and to enter certain public spaces. The government, business organizations and COSATU have all thrown their weight behind vaccine mandates. The Institute of Risk Management also welcomed the President's announcement that a task team is investigating making vaccination mandatory for specific activities and locations. It's too soon for investors to panic over the impact of Omicron. That was the message from Goldman Sachs after news of the variant sent the markets into a tailspin. The investment bank said there was insufficient data on Omicron's impact on hospitalizations and deaths and how it responds to existing vaccines to draw conclusions about its severity. This sentiment is echoed by Nedbank Corporate and Investment Bank's James Glover, who added there was little appetite and, most importantly, political capital for more lockdowns. On the subject of investing, behavioral finance expert Morgan Housel has fresh perspectives on how we can think about money, risk and investing in more productive ways. One of his messages at the Allan Gray Investment Summit and the CFA Investment Conference is that if our expectations grow faster than our income, we will never be happy with our money. Housel says wealth is a two-part equation, growing income and net worth, and then keeping that net worth in check relative to expectations. The owner of a brokerage wanted the Financial Services Tribunal to award him R2 million in damages because the FSCA refused to grant his firm an FSP license. The regulator rejected his application because he did not disclose that a former employer had debarred him. The applicant explained his non-disclosure by saying he wanted to move on. The tribunal's deputy chairperson made some rather pointed remarks in his judgment, dismissing the application. The risk of cyber incidents gives brokers an unprecedented opportunity to showcase their value to clients. This was said by Andrew Coutts, Santam's head of intermediated distribution at the InsureTalk 18 conference. It's difficult to insure and reinsure against something that happens everywhere at the same time, such as a pandemic, climate change, political instability, and cybercrime. With such systemic risks, a pure risk transfer solution is not viable, so more must be done to prevent and manage the risk. And to underscore the importance of cyber risks, certain sections of the Cybercrimes Act came into effect this week. It is now a criminal offence to, among other things, send messages on social media that threaten to harm someone or damage their property. Other activities the Act criminalises are threatening to share someone's sensitive information unless they pay a ransom, unlawfully intercepting data, and cyber fraud. South African life insurers paid more than 99% of all claims against fully underwritten individual life policies in 2020 to a value of R20.6 billion. The Association for Savings and Investment South Africa said that despite receiving a higher number of claims in 2020 due to the pandemic, the number of claims declined was lower than in the previous year before COVID-19. Most claims were rejected because of non-disclosure of material information. Staying with insurance, columnist Paul Kruger makes the case for simplifying policy wording in the wake of the controversy over contingent business interruption cover. He writes that it shouldn't be necessary to go all the way to the highest court in the land to interpret a policy, and much more should be done to draw up policies in plain language so that ordinary policyholders can understand them. That's all we have time for this week. You can read these stories and many more on our website, moonstone.co.za. Until next time, here's wishing you all the best from the team at Moonstone Information Refinery.